Ladies and gentlemen, we got two absolute banger fights announced a couple days ago for UFC 320. We have two massive titles on the line, with Merab defending his title against Corey Sandhagen, and Ankalaev versus Poatan number 2. These are stylistically incredible matchups. I'm going to break them down for you. Let's get into it. We're back. I know I took a little bit of a hiatus there for about a week or two. Shit just got crazy a little bit, but we're back. We'll be back with the consistent uploads. And we got some big news to talk about. I know we're a couple days late, but we're going to talk about it anyways. UFC 320. Wow. We're just now getting UFC 319 this weekend. And 3 days ago, they dropped this bomb on us. They dropped this bomb. Finally, Corey Sandhagen is getting his shot against Merab Dvalishvili. Merab is absolutely the most dominant bantamweight champion that we've had easily in the last decade. Easily. Maybe of all time. I think we're approaching that. If he beats Corey Sandhagen, I'm giving him GOAT status. And if you go back and watch some of my first videos, you will see that I hate that word. And I think that we as the MMA community, we throw that word around way too loosely. GOAT of this, GOAT of that. Just like, calm down, right? In my opinion, there's only been maybe 5 greatest of all time in MMA, right? But he's looking to be number 6 on that Mount Rushmore, especially if he beats Corey Sandhagen in like a dominant fashion like he did O'Malley. But finally, the Sandman's getting his shot at this. First take, when I saw this, I said it doesn't matter. Merab is still going to win. And that's crazy. It's crazy to have like almost that much confidence about a fighter when they're going up against someone as high level as Corey Sandhagen. Outside of Sean O'Malley, and that's to be debated since his last 2 fights, he really didn't look the greatest on the feet. Outside of Sean O'Malley and a couple, maybe, I don't know who else in the bantamweight. I'm too brain dead today. But outside of like the top strikers, who else is better than Corey Sandhagen? Footwork, elite, right up there with like Dominic Cruz. Throws guys off. Cannot keep him in one place. Try to cut him off, not happening. Try to back him up against the fence, good luck. And that's Merab's game, right? He wants to get you up against the fence. He can absolutely blast double legs. He can shoot takedowns in the open. And he has gotten much, much better at disguising his shots. He used to be really, up until like the first O'Malley fight, like he used to be really bad about disguising his shots. But fuck, his last like 4 fights, he's just gotten so much better. And it is really showing. So I think that Corey Sandhagen is going to be more of not a threat on the ground, but I think he's going to give Merab more looks that he's not used to. If you go back and watch some of Sandhagen's fights, when he gets taken down, he's a real spunky bastard on the ground. He trains with Ryan Hall. He's really good at entering the leg locks. We saw that with Davison Figueiredo. He's very, very well versed in the 50-50 position. I highly doubt he'll be able to get there with Merab, but if he does, that'd be interesting. But Corey Sandhagen, he hits Garambi rolls, right? He hits like really funky Garambi rolls. He's just got very scrambly jiu-jitsu. His wrestling is not too shabby either. Like, he's got pretty solid takedown defense. I don't think that it's going to be good enough to keep Merab from getting a takedown the whole fight. Absolutely not. Will he be able to stuff a couple? Maybe. Will he stuff 70% of them? Maybe. But that's all Merab needs. He takes you down, he keeps you there. Historically. I think if anyone's going to be able to get up from Merab holding him down, it's going to be Corey. I do. I think even more than like Umar. And I know that's weird because Umar kind of did that to Corey a little bit, but Umar and Merab have a very different style of wrestling, and I think Merab is starting to get more confident on his feet. He's starting to get more confident on with his submission skills. He's trying to become a finisher, which is awesome. This is going to be a great scrap, regardless. But I do think that Merab is probably going to be a bit too much, and we're going to see potentially another finish. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. I think he's going to be a lot stronger than Sandhagen, no doubt. But all in all, this is a fantastic match. Corey Sandhagen is long overdue for this matchup. I'm a huge fan of Corey Sandhagen, so I say Merab is going to win with an asterisk. I hope that Corey Sandhagen pulls this thing out of his ass, but that's what it would have to be. He'd have to pull this thing out of his ass. I don't think like his style necessarily matches up well with Merab. Like, I think the only way, in my opinion, that Corey Sandhagen wins this fight is something like what happened with Marlon Moraes. A perfectly timed knee up the middle to his beak when he's shooting in for a takedown, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't. Fun scrap though, fellas. Fun scrap. Moving on, this second one, Ankalaev versus Pereira 2. Do I think this one's gonna go any differently? I don't. I've seen videos of Poatan training jiu-jitsu, and it just doesn't look like he's getting good enough looks in Glover Teixeira's camp. I don't. I hope that they brought in some really big dudes, because I saw a video of him grappling the other day against some guys that were not the size of Ankalaev. And that's not going to do you any good when you're preparing to fight someone that dominated you. Damn, I would use that word. He pretty much dominated Alex Pereira in the first fight. So we got two guys right here that are really solid champions. Ankalaev is a lot newer in his tenure as a champion, if you will, as Merab, but experience-wise, like, he's just as calm in there. He looks like he belongs in there. He believes he belongs in there. Pereira is that's the thing, is Ankalaev can drop Pereira. Ankalaev can wrestle Pereira. Ankalaev could submit Pereira. The only way that Pereira can win this fight is by knockout or TKO. And when you're fighting someone as smart as Ankalaev, and last time they fought during Ramadan. Just throwing that out there. So if he was able to do that to you on Ramadan, what the fuck do you think he's going to be able to do to you with a full fight camp, eating his full nutrition, not feeling like shit, fully focused, right? I don't see this going very well for Poatan. I love Poatan, but just matchup-wise, stylistically, I don't like it. Obviously, we'll drop a breakdown video and prediction video of like how I believe these are going to go closer to this fight week. And who knows, I might flip-flop. I'm going to go back and watch the first fight again. I haven't done that yet. I just popped on here to talk shit once I saw this got announced. Like I said, I was out of town, so I'm a bit late to the party. But nonetheless, these are two very, very good fights. The Merab versus Corey Sandhagen fight is one of the best matchups that we've gotten in 2025, especially for a championship fight. You have someone like Corey Sandhagen who has absolutely willed themselves to the bantamweight title. He didn't get handed it like Sean O'Malley. He didn't get handed it like, Henry Cejudo got gifted super high ranked guys as soon as he got back. Like, Corey Sandhagen has never gotten that type of treatment from the UFC, ever. He's always fought dogs. He's never said no. And he's consistently gotten better, especially since he moved gyms and started working with Trevor Whitman and working with Justin Gaethje and Kamaru Usman. So he's got some good heads around him. I'm excited for these two fights. Let me know in the comments below, do you think Merab's going to keep his belt? Do you think Ankalaev is going to keep his belt? First thoughts, I think both of them are keeping their belts. I think they're both too dominant right now. And I think that we're going to see two and stills. But let me know in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.